I just want to give a warning that a majority of my upcoming videos are going to be somewhat negative. Just considering the fact that I feel like this Nintendo Direct did a lot wrong, I just wanted to clear the air in case you guys are just like, wow, he's really coming at Nintendo this week. There's just a lot of stuff to talk about, including today's topic, Mario Kart World. This was one that I was very confident was going to make an appearance in this show. Out of all of the Mario Anniversary stuff and all the DLC that we got, I cannot believe that they didn't bring up Mario Kart World. This is a game that has really big problems right now. It came out in June, and I feel like hardly anyone is playing this game. When I do play the game, I get online, and this was like month 2. It was only filling the lobbies up halfway. Like literally out of the 24 racers, you'd only get around 12 to 13 racers. As of recently, it's like only around 8 to 10 racers. And it just doesn't feel like anyone's playing the game. Like, no one's talking about the game. Everyone's, like, super excited for, like, Sonic Racing. No one's, like, really talking about Mario Kart World. And, like, clearly this is the time you just revitalize the game. You pump out new content, new characters, new costumes, just something. Maybe add some more cups for the Knockout Tour. There's only 8 cups in Knockout Tour. You have the tracks in the game already with the intermissions. Just add some new cups. Literally, that's it. Add one mode for online where people can just race normal 3-lap tracks, and that's all you got to do right now. Maybe add DLC way down the road. That all we needed was some updates, something to show that Nintendo was listening, adding some stuff to this game, some quality of life, some new modes, but we got nothing. And I'll be honest, like, I wasn't too worried about the game because I'm like, you know what? It's going to grow and it's going to become a lot better. Surely. Like, Nintendo is going to put some effort into this game. You know, they clearly just wanted to get the game out and, you know, have it be a big launch title. And I think for what it is right now, it's fine. Just wait till later and see how big it gets. But man, I am actually like very worried about this game. Now, every time I talk badly about this game, there's always Nintendo shills on my case saying, Nintendo Land, you just hate fun. You know, the game is selling really well. Have you seen the sales? All this stuff. And let me talk about this stuff real quick. For one, the sales. Yes, out the gate, it's very strong. It's a launch title. It's a Mario Kart launch title for your brand new Switch 2. Literally, what else would anyone want to buy day one? Of course, everyone who's anyone that wanted a Switch 2 is going to buy Mario Kart. It came in a bundle, for crying out loud, for half the Switch 2s. And it's freaking Mario Kart. We haven't had one since, what, 2014 on the Wii U as the last original one, and we had nothing but DLC of old tracks and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from the Switch. We were desperately waiting for the next Mario Kart game, so this could have been like the biggest pile of poop ever, and everybody would have bought it and been excited for it, because it's a new Mario Kart game. It's not. I'm not saying it's a big pile of poop. It's actually a really good game. There's really good parts about it, but there's really bad parts about it. So the sales might be all high and mighty and great right now, but I don't know if it's going to have any legs. Will this game continue to sell well? Probably, but will people continue to play the game is the question, and that's still a big factor for Nintendo. If they see that nobody's playing their new Mario Kart game online, it just goes to show you that there's a big problem. And it's going to be one of the main games that we can play online, because it looks like the only other game coming out this year that's going to be like that is Kirby Air Riders. So yeah, Nintendo needs to keep this game alive, because right now it is dead, and the fact that there has been no DLC announcement, they went through Mario's 40th with no information on Mario Kart World, is crazy. Now, another argument I'm seeing online, the game just came out. Wait, they're gonna have content eventually. Well, my argument for that, Donkey Kong. It already has $20 DLC that you can purchase and literally play today. The game came out a month after Mario Kart World, and it already has DLC that we can jump in and play. What's the excuse there? This is a $70 Donkey Kong game, and arguably didn't need DLC. After playing this, it wasn't anything super special. It should have just been added to the base game. It definitely didn't need DLC. The base game was more than enough fun and lots of replayability. It's a great single-player adventure game. I personally did not need DLC for this game and never even really wanted DLC for this game. And perhaps the even bigger culprit, Pokemon Legends ZA. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company does this a lot, but still, it just goes to show you that it's not because Mario Kart World is fresh. Yes, Pokemon Legends ZA announced DLC. The game doesn't come out until October, guys. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah, there's something going on with Mario Kart World. The question is, though, what the heck is going on? Like, what are they doing? Do they just not care? I know they hear people's complaints. I mean, people have been making tons of videos on this thing, complaining online, tweeting at Nintendo. They complained about the price. They complained about the way that Nintendo wants us to play, that they want us to play. I mean, Nintendo knows. They even made multiple changes to the online because they heard that there were some complaints, even though those changes really didn't do much. So what's the reasoning here? Why didn't Nintendo have anything to share with Mario Kart World? Well, I think it's just because there might not be anything to share. Do I think this game is not getting anything? No. I think eventually there will be some updates to this game, but I'm not 100% confident on it. Like, it's not something that I would say I guarantee, where originally I did. I would say in the very beginning there was no way in the world they wouldn't have anything. But it's starting to become evident that Nintendo is very cocky and proud at what they created. Like, they're not changing anything with the online, even though people are begging. They're getting rid of the options to choose 3-lap tracks because they love these intermissions and they feel like they did good with these intermissions and they want people to play these intermissions. Well, more than one, they're forcing people to play them. But I have this strange feeling that Nintendo truly feels like they cooked with this game and they're just completely out of the loop and just have no clue what they created. I mean, do you remember back in the Nintendo Treehouse, they just kept saying over and over again, hey, stay tuned for the free roam information because there's some stuff that, we're not telling you guys. There's a lot more to the free roam than we're telling you. Like, they just kept pushing it. I loved free roam. I had a blast doing the P-Switch missions, but they kept making it seem like there was something crazy. Like, the P-Switch missions are fun. They're a cool little addition, but not the way that Nintendo was hyping them up in the, Treehouse events. They were really making it seem like there was something big and even gassing it up before the Nintendo Direct just for the Direct to show hardly anything new. Even in the developer interviews, the developers were talking about how, like, they created these paths to be straight because they want you to always have sight of your destination. They were, like, literally backing up why they created these tracks. And of course they're going to, they're not going to be like, we made these tracks and we see people don't like them and we realize we messed up. They're terrible. Of course they're going to back up their own work. But still, it's just like, man, I really do think that they're just stuck in their ways, and they truly do think like this is peak Mario Kart and that there is nothing wrong and that we're just confused and we don't know what we like. I just had this egotistical vibe from Nintendo. I mean, I wish I was wrong, but I mean, they're not showing us anything. There's no roadmap or anything, and I think a roadmap would be very important. Look at Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. If you didn't know, I grew up playing every Mario and every Sonic game. It was always Mario and Sonic neck to neck for me. But like, looking at Sonic Cross Worlds, at first I was like, there's no way this is going to even stand, a testament to Mario Kart World. But after seeing what people have been saying so far, I haven't tried out the playtest yet, but I am going to play the game and, give it a real good test because I do want to compare it to Mario Kart World in a fair way. As someone who's a huge fan of both Mario and Sonic, I feel like it's the perfect comparison game for me to really see which one is better. But from everything that I'm seeing of Sonic Racing Cross World right now, there's tons of tracks, there are tons of characters, their DLC and plans after release are announced well in advance because they know it is a game that is going to live and thrive off of its online. This is not a game that you're going to be playing by yourself against computers for the rest of time. No, it is going to really much come down to that online play. What's bringing people back to the game? All of these new tracks from all these different franchises and characters. You got SpongeBob, Pac-Man, the Ghost. I think like TMNT got leaked and stuff. Some people think it's silly to reveal DLC before the game even comes out, but in a way it gets people excited, especially if it's like a remake or something. It shows, hey, you're getting this game that you always known and loved, but you're also getting tons of extra stuff in the future as well that adds even more content. Look at Pac-Man World 2 Repack. It's like, it's this remake of this game that you may have loved back in the day, but it's also getting a bunch of new content. It's getting like a Sonic crossover DLC that they've already made a roadmap for. So yes, it's very strange to me why a game like Mario Kart World isn't getting more support, because as much as I bash this game, I've always felt like this game has the potential to immediately go from like a 7 for me up to a 10. And I'm not joking. If they literally just made some tweaks and changes with what the game has to offer already, I still think it's a great game that's covered and blanketed by a muck that just, you can't wash it off. For some reason, it's just stuck to the carts and we can't get this muck off because Nintendo, it was almost acting like this game doesn't exist. It's so weird. Like, this is their big game for Switch 2 right now. This and Donkey Kong. And even after this Direct, it's just this and Donkey Kong. So Nintendo, please. I don't know in what way or what fashion, but please, either in the next Direct or, sooner than that, give us something with this game. There should be updates with fun costumes. Like, there should be seasonal costumes and stuff. We're approaching Halloween and Christmas. There should be costumes representative of those seasons, and like little in-game events and stuff where maybe you just decorate the map or some of the tracks. Like, there's just nothing. It just seems like here's this big Mario Kart game that we're just completely done with. Here it is. Here's the final version. Enjoy. But yeah, it's kind of upsetting. Let me know how you feel about this. I've already made a poll asking you guys how many of you are still playing Mario Kart World, and the poll got a whopping 10,000 votes, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, 61% of the votes said I barely play it anymore, maybe once a week if I'm lucky, where 22% said I play it here and there, maybe twice a week, with only 5% saying they play it every single day. 11% claim that they play it a lot. So yeah, these are just some shocking, staggering numbers, but man, this game, it's scaring me. But let me know in this video, are you guys still playing Mario Kart World? Were you shocked to see no updates or DLC or anything for this game in that Nintendo Direct? And let me know what you want to see in this game to revive it. And do you think we'll even get anything? Is this it for Mario Kart World? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I hope you all have a blessed day. See ya, guys.